Hello, beautiful Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the first half of February of 2025. Happy official New Year, Year of the Wood Snake. Happy birthday, mi amores. You guys are the first zodiacs for February because you guys are the birthday babies. Excuse me, guys. I was doing a lot of healing work and shadow work this morning outside with my bonfire, and a lot of it was like releasing from my heart, so it keeps coming through like this. So some of you guys might be really doing a lot of release work from your heart chakra, or like maybe right now, you know, there's blockages in the heart, okay, that need to be addressed and healed and released. We are seeing a lot of that right now. I'm talking about it constantly over the last like week or so, couple of weeks, in my messages, because there's like this huge like alignment, right, happening collectively for so many of us, okay, and there's just some stuff coming up that needs to be released to make room for what's coming in. And then like, if we don't do the work, what happens is, you know, we might get like some of our manifestations, or we might witness some things materializing in the 3D. But I'm hearing like the big stuff, okay? Like the big stuff that you are like calling in, okay? Like, certain things need to be released and healed before these things, to make room and space, before these things can happen or come in. So anyways, I'm going to start off today using Intuit Oracle. I love Intuit. You can only find their decks on their website or their Etsy shop. But yeah, this is one of their decks, okay? So they have tarot, they have twin flame decks, they have astrology decks, they have angel decks. So I have a few of their different decks, but this is a great deck to start working with if you are trying to like exercise your gifts, if you're trying to strengthen your psychic muscles, because it is a muscle. Like, if you don't work with it, like, it'll be there, your intuition is going to be there, but like, you may not have as strong of a connection to it, right? Some people really need to practice and work with their gifts. Some people are just very open, you know what I mean? Anyways, okay. So I do feel that, like, I feel like some of you guys, like, you're like myself, like, where you're just a very naturally like gifted, open in that way, like with your mediumship, with your psychic ability. So I'm talking to psychics, I'm talking to mediums, I'm talking to you know, prophetesses and prophets, where we see big future events or things happening globally or worldwide stuff, or certain, you know what I mean? So many of our ancestors or spirit guides or ascended masters, right, they were prophetic. You know, we think of like prophecy, right, like prophecy being fulfilled on earth right now. Like we've witnessed, like, you know, throughout lifetime, so many different prophecies. And what I'm getting is like an ancient energy, like an old soul. So like, you've lived on earth, like you've witnessed these like different prophecies being fulfilled throughout the ages of earth, okay? Like, you've been here for it, like you've seen it, or you've literally, maybe for some of you guys, been some of the seers who prophesy certain things. And you know what I'm getting here right now? Like, an example would be like, you had an incarnation during like biblical times, you know, or like ancient Egypt, even like that, right? And like, so you were alive on earth when a lot of like things were happening and patriarchal rule kind of set in. And so you were alive when like the prophecies of right now were being prophesied, like even like prophecies in the Bible from different prophets, and you know what I mean? So it's like, you guys came here to witness the prophecies that you knew were like gonna happen, and that you know, witnessed being prophesied like way back when, and you're here to like live and witness these prophecies unfold. Okay. See, it just keeps purging. I'm getting like time loops. I'm getting like, okay, I'm seeing it like what it is, it's like a wormhole. It's like a portal. And now I'm hearing like portal keepers. So I feel that, Aquarius. I almost called you Aries. So Aries might be significant. You know, Aries in your birth chart, planetary placements or whatever. But, okay, let me pull some cards. Your portal keepers, though, like some of you guys, like you hold wisdom, like you house wisdom and soul memory somewhere in your soul blueprint. You house wisdom on portals and protecting portals and opening portals, closing portals. There are so many people like on earth at this time, like spiritual people, or people that don't even realize what they're doing, but like you can literally accidentally open a portal by like putting some kind of a crystal on the ground, or do you know what I mean? So it's like people are, there's a lot of portals on earth that are open, and these portals, and a lot of people, it's because people don't realize what they're doing, or they don't know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing, right? And so they'll like go out to do like, you know, grid work or this or that, right? And what they end up doing is they end up opening portals where other energies and entities and, you know, whatever it is, they can get through to these that's how they get through to earth, is through these portals. Okay, so you guys are like protectors of, it's basically like you're a guardian, like a portal guardian. Okay, and I don't know why this is coming through so strongly, you know, and this isn't like some like few and far between. There's a lot of souls on earth who are portal keepers. There's a lot of souls on earth who are shamans and healers. There's a lot of souls on earth who are, you know, leaders or teachers. There's a lot of souls on earth who are, you know, just here to activate and, you know, whatever it is, right? But my point is that there's others like you. There's others, right? But a big part of like your mission is that, okay? And it is a very sacred thing, because you're protecting earth and all inhabitants of earth. You're making sure that these dark energies, these evil energies, these infiltration energies, like you're making sure, and this is what you've done throughout many lifetimes too, like you made sure like these things don't happen. But unfortunately, right, like you can't control everyone or everything. So it's like now, as you step more into like your power through your ascension, you're going to start tapping into this more. Maybe you're being called to certain places on earth, sacred sites, certain places that are like very high powered energy vortexes. Like you take somewhere like Sedona, Arizona, or Mount Shasta here in California, and you think of like these being huge energy vortexes, right? And these are huge, like there's portals there, right? Okay, so if someone, right, accidentally opens a portal in a sacred site, people like you go there, or they're called there to close the portal or to bring healing to whatever the portal has brought through. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so it is a very like, it's an honor. We'll just say that it's an honor. Okay, so that's what I've got so far for you, Aquarius. Okay, the first card out is the bouquet. Card number 9, we have the Queen of Spades energy. It's Queen energy. The 9, we just moved into a number 9 year. We're 9 minutes into, almost 10 minutes into the reading. This year, number 9, okay, so you're probably getting a lot of those references, like, you know, let's say you see 333. Well, 333 is 9, right? 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. Or you're seeing like, you know, numbers like 54 or 45. they break down to a 9, or 81 breaks down to a 9, or maybe you're literally seeing the 9s, 99, 999, things like that. Okay, I'm seeing like also numbers like 199, 299, 399. And it's the 99 though, okay? And then whatever number is with it is like an amplifier. It also goes in with the message of the numerology. But this literally speaks of, I mean, I'll just show you. And see how like it gives you like all these meanings. This is why this is like a great beginner's oracle kind of. Their tarot is the same thing. So it'll be like a tarot card, 2 of swords, and then it'll give all the meanings like this in a reversed energy too. So again, if you're like learning the tarot, or you're like wanting to tap more into this kind of stuff, the Intuit Oracle decks are phenomenal, okay? Anyways, okay, so happiness. This is reconciliation and it's love. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's a beautiful reconciliation happening here. For some of you guys, it's just overall energy of like love, happiness. There's a gift here for you. It's very harmonious. It's very open, very warm, very expressive. It's very much like the sun energy too. Like the sun is that. The sun is like enlightenment. It's like it shines light on everything, right? This makes you very happy. Okay, it's time, Aquarius, for you to experience happiness in a different light, in a higher vibrational way. This is you experience happiness with, you know, high vibrational friendships. This is happiness with, you know, healing within family dynamics and things like that. But this is definitely a soulmate energy for sure. And I'm going to pull on it right now. A very open, harmonious, loving relationship. Okay. Or I'm also getting like a conversation. Someone being very open and expressive. I'm also feeling like, Aquarius, this is you guys reconciling within yourselves, like reconciling with your inner feminine, your inner masculine, you know, reconciling with these lost parts of you, past life, maybe, you know, healing and regression. All of that is a recipe to call in divine union, right? Like attracts like. So if you're like in separation consciousness and there's all these blocks and, you know, wounds that haven't been worked through or healed, you know, of course you're gonna attract in people that more than likely have those same kind of energies, right? So you guys, I don't know, but you guys have been doing a lot of work. Bottom of the deck is Scorpio. It's the Death card. Rebirth. Transformation. The phoenix rising from the ashes. That is literally the vibe of 2025, especially right now. Especially right now. There's so much, again, I keep channeling like, you know, a lot about Scorpionic energy, a lot about the deaths, a lot about the underworld, the darkness, you know, that Plutonian energy, the void, because that's what like so many of us have been moving through, and that's what so many of us are rebirthing out of right now. Like we're going through rebirth, right? We're coming back online in so many ways. We're reconnecting to lost parts of ourselves. We're reconnecting to passion. We're reconnecting to innovation and ideas and creativity. Like there's a lot that goes along with the rebirth energy that we're all, I don't want to say we're all, but many of us are feeling right now. Okay, but this also speaks of passion and energy, sexy. It's very sexual. It's very primal. It's very, there's Kundalini energy with this too. It's all of that like lower extremities, the lower chakras, lower extremities. You know what I mean? So there's something very, and then the Scorpio card, you know, the death card in this deck, it also is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Water. And I feel like, you know, it's feminine energy, but it's just, like I said in the beginning, like I'm talking to like psychics and seers and mediums and prophetesses and prophets. That's that Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is that, you know, it's very high priestess energy too. So stepping more into your role, it's not even like a role like you're acting like a role. It's a role like from your soul, it's a high priestess energy, you know, or the Hierophant, you know, high, like very spiritual, super in tune. You have full faith and trust in the unknown, in the universe, in yourself, in your gifts. It also speaks of like, it literally says deep, psychic, sexy, very focused, passionate, determined, perceptive. You're very perceptive. But what I'm getting here is like someone who's very perceptive to you. Like someone who is, they understand the assignment, like they're paying attention. And I think that's why the flowers are here. Maybe it's, they're paying attention to you, to your, you know, everything about you. This is someone who's taking notes on the sidelines or in the shadows. Okay, like for some, if you're like an influencer or you have a platform or you're like, right, a reader, a psychic, I don't know, but like, it's like someone watches you or, you know, a lot of people watch you, obviously, if that's the case, but like it's someone in particular watches you and they feel like an otherworldly connection with you. They feel like this strong soul connection with you, okay? And I want to be very clear in this moment, Aquarius, that whoever this is, oh my God, look, the Hierophant is on the bottom. It was after the Death card. Yep. I just talked all about the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and then Queen of Earth, Queen of Water, Queen of Earth, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. You've got your own money, you've got your own home, like you buy all your own things, you're very independent, you're very solid and stable. You're grounded in your life and in who you are, you know, but it's taken a lot of death energy to rediscover these highly spiritual aspects and soul aspects and, you know, connecting with the higher self and all that too, you know, to get to this point. Stable, stubborn. You have the word possessive twice. It's on this card and it's on this card. Possessive. Someone feels possessive over you. And I think, Aquarius, that for a lot of you guys, you've dealt with toxic possessiveness. You've dealt with toxic, obsessive, possessive. You've dealt with controlling. You know what I mean? Like that's all the stuff that you have ascended beyond, that you've been healing. This is not that, although there could be, and that's what I wanted to say. I want to be very clear is that, you know, when you're someone like, if you are like in the spotlight, or, I mean, this could literally just be your own personal Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, people who, you know, are, they are friends with you, they follow you, even people that you don't know, maybe someone made like, you know, maybe it's an ex or someone, maybe it's a divine counterpart, but maybe someone you've been in a separation from, you know, in the physical because of you both needed to go on your own way and heal, you know, right person, wrong time, like that. Maybe they make like some fake account or something just so they can like friend you or follow along and watch you without you knowing it's them, okay? But when you're in the spotlight like this, you know, I can't even tell you how many people, men, not people, but men, who are very low vibrational, like they've got mental issues, who like, when I say this, you know, I'm saying it with like compassion because I feel sorry and bad for them, but they literally have some kind of like something is wrong in their mind. They're crazy. It's like that, right? And I know people are like, don't call crazy, but I'm gonna fucking say it because they are. They're psychos, okay? But like people who will like email me and then they literally like, I've saved everything because, you know, for legal reasons and stuff. But anyways, but like men, there's been a good handful of men throughout my time on YouTube that have become obsessed with me, and it's toxic. in the way where like they literally think they are my twin flame. They think we're soulmates. They think I'm their person, and they will carry on and incessant. And when I say incessant, I mean incessant, not like one email every month or every couple weeks. Like I mean like every single day, multiple times a day. But they carry on one-sided conversations with themselves. It's crazy, like bizarre, crazy. Okay. So you may have dealt with that, because I feel like, you know, in one way or the next, like maybe it was like in high school or college and you had someone who was just like freaking obsessed with you, and it was like unhealthy obsession, you know what I mean? So that could be a trigger. But you know, what I want to say about that is it's because of who you are and the frequency and light that you carry. You know what I mean? Like who you are. People are very intrigued by you. People flock to you. People want to know what you're up to. People want to know, you know, what you're doing, what you're up to. You know, they love your style. They like, you know, it's like all the things Aquarius, right? So that's what I'm feeling very strongly, okay? But what I want to say is like this person, whoever this is, they're not toxic. This is not toxic. And so when I say possessive, it's almost like, it's like they see you, Aquarius, and they feel like that's my person. Okay, more than possessiveness, because possessive speaks of ownership, a possession, possessive, I own you, you're mine. That's what I get though. Like I feel like, first of all, like I said in the past, like you've dealt with people like that, like people who tried to like own you and like control you, and you said to hell with this. Like I've finally, my eyes are open and I'm self-loving and I am never going through this again. That's when you close the karmic cycle, right? I feel like for some of you guys, this soulmate, it could be twin flame for some of you guys, but this soul connection, whatever it is, you guys have had similar karma when it comes to love, romance, like relationships. Like you guys had similar experiences, similar karma. So that's why I'm getting that, like maybe possibly twin flame, but it doesn't have to be. It's not going to be for many of you, but it's mirroring. You know what I mean? So right now what I see is like this soul connection, it's materializing, or it's manifesting into the material, because you guys are mirroring, but like in a healthy way. It's like, and that's what I mean. It's almost like this person knows, like, and there's this internal knowing, this deep knowing of, and that would be on the soul level of, there's something special about Aquarius, and I want to find out what that is. I want to know. You know what I mean? It's like that. With the Hierophant too, you guys are like, it's a very, first of all, it's very prosperous energy too, because it's like that Taurus, Hierophant. So like if you think of like the Taurus energy, you know, so it even says prosperous, physical. So there's a lot of prosperous energy that you're going to start seeing and witnessing, and, you know, in the physical, in the 3D. Okay, Aquarius. I also am, again, I'm getting with that like very sexual, sensual, that deep Scorpio energy, like that primal sexual. There's something very raw and real with you and sexuality. So I feel like I'm hearing exploring your, like, so it's like you're exploring your sensuality again. Like you've healed enough, you're giving yourself permission, or you've healed enough to where you literally like love yourself again. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you've, you know, what weight, what your body looks like, your physical appearances. Like you've learned to love yourself no matter what weight, no matter what, you know, is going on with your physicality or your physical body. And for a lot of you guys, you're working through that right now. Okay. But it's literally like a confidence. It's a power. It's a confidence. So you're shining right now, Aquarius, from what I see and feel. It's very confident energy. Okay, like you know who you are, you know where you're going, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. And you're embodying a very expansive, prosperous energy. So that's what's coming into you. Okay? And then the bouquet, again, there's some kind of gift. A lot of very open, expressive, warm conversations. Not just with like a soulmate, but like, you know, just in general. I feel like your relationships in life are getting better. Like there's healing around them. Maybe healing mother wounds, father wounds, family stuff. I don't know. But I see it. I feel it. And then creativity, you know, creativity. There's a lot of that kind of opening up for so many too. And it's exploring your creative side. You know, letting the inner child come out. You know, when was the last time you painted or colored or drew or sang or danced or, you know, swung on the swing or, you know, I don't know, it could be anything that pertains to the inner child. But there's something with that, like allowing, and I feel like too, you guys are feeling creative, like you're just like, dang, all of a sudden there's like creativity flowing through you. So let's say you're like, I'm gonna write a book, I'm writing a book. You know, maybe you've had some blockages because those blockages, it just, right, wasn't the right time and you, right? But now is the right time. So now like all of a sudden it's just like words are pouring out of you onto the paper, the pages, or right, you're writing your book. Or maybe it's like, you know, I don't know, it could be anything in any way, but I'm hearing your creativity makes you a lot of money. And literally, right as I say that, look at all these. I'm not taking all these, but look at the Wheel of Fortune is here. Like the Wheel of Fortune is turning. Things are moving forward in your life. Okay. I'm just channeling, seeing if anything else wants to come through. Okay, what do we got for Aquarius as we wrap up now? The Four of Cups. What are we avoiding? What are we avoiding? What are we maybe not seeing because we're focused on other things? You know, where are we maybe playing victim or finding ourselves feeling victim? Okay, I'm also getting like Aquarius, like it's really important for you to go out to connect with the trees, with the ground. This is earthing, this is grounding your energy. He's like literally sitting like against a tree, like on the ground. That's healing, that's medicine. There's something being presented to you. It was a missed opportunity. So it's like you're being presented with the Ace of Cups from someone where there was a missed opportunity. Someone feels like they missed an opportunity with you, or you feel like you missed an opportunity with someone and now you're feeling like I need to balance this, I want to fix this, I want to just mend this, whatever happens, happens, but I at least need to be expressive and open. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. So we got the Four of Cups, the High Priestess. Holy shit, and the High Priestess, you guys look, the High Priestess, I talked all about the Priestess and the Hierophant. We have the Hierophant and now the Priestess came out and look, she's falling right underneath the Hierophant. Keeper of Secrets. This was kept, it's like the universe was holding this back. I mean, it wasn't like, it was holding it back because it couldn't come forward because of whatever you were going through, they were going through, whatever it is. But there's a lot that's been happening that's hidden. It's in the 5D. Okay, so, and then look at the death, oh my God, the death card, double death card, 2 different decks. The death card is on the bottom of the deck. And then look, the Wheel of Fortune came back after it. The death card falling under the death card. The High Priestess falling under the High Priest. I said mirroring. It's the High Priestess and the Hierophant mirroring rebirth energy. I told you. I freaking said it. I said you guys are, this is some kind of high level soul connection. We'll just say that. Like, I feel like both of you guys are star seeds, but it doesn't have to be. But I said, you guys, it was right person, wrong time. Okay? Or maybe you haven't even met this person yet, but they were always meant to come into your life. But again, same thing. Whether you met them or not, right person, wrong time. It was like, eventually these two will align, or that's the plan. That's the goal. That's the destiny. That's why we have the Wheel of Fortune. Because you guys are mirroring each other. You guys are both in the rebirth energy. Transformation. You know? Butterfly meets butterfly. That's this. That's why the Hierophant is the butterfly energy. And so is the High Priestess. You can't be either of these without going through at least a few dark nights of the soul. You know what I mean? You know? Usually our first like big one or whatever, like, you know, obviously that opens us up in big ways. But I'm telling you, like, it took several dark nights, quote, dark nights, right? It was just like periods where it was extremely just like shadow work, you know, difficulty, toxicity in connections, you know what I mean? Like that. And then we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so right now, Aquarius, it's like you have your eye on the future. So right now, there's guidance here for you to really like plan. Okay, like you have been doing a lot of this, but like now what comes next? Okay, in this new timeline, in this new version of Aquarius, where am I going? What does my life look like? What are my goals in the next 3 months and 6 months? And what are my goals overall for this year by the end of 2025? This is all about planning and manifesting and setting intentions and all that, right? And it's also like a journey. He's going on some kind of journey. There's an adventure. He's like, you know, he's got his little, you know, adventure stick with his little sack of food or whatever, you know what I mean? And so he's getting ready. He's looking out and he's going, oh shit, okay, here we go. You know, but I got to do this. He's like, I got to do this, right? I got to do this in order to get where I want to go. Okay. So anyways, but it's also for me, like this is like a man or whatever, like in the card. So for me, it's like whoever the masculine maybe is, they're like masculines are, they will magnetize towards the feminine. So that's what I'm getting here is like someone coming towards divine feminine energy. Okay. So man or woman, Aquarius, it's like someone is like, they're pulling you in. You guys are pulling each other in. Okay. The Wheel of Destiny is turning. It has something very, also like planning about your destiny, you know, your future. But anyways, this is the wheel. I mean, this is great wealth and fortune. This probably has a lot to do with the gift, but it's destiny. It's like the Wheel of Destiny aligns. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's like all these things are turning into, they're coming into your life. Reasons to celebrate, success, celebration. Again, this could also be like a platonic soulmates and friendships. You know what I mean? Like as lightworkers and star seeds, we spend a lot of our journey, like the first part of our awakening journey, right? In hermit energy, isolation, we cut people out. Like we go within, right? And then there comes a point in our journey where, you know, we're not meant to be alone or by ourselves through this journey. Okay. Like up until a certain point. Yeah, that's more than likely the case. It's a very personal journey, awakening and healing and ascension. It's very difficult to be around people or to have low vibration energies around you when you're moving through all this and going through all this, but eventually your soul family and all of that aligns, you know, platonic and romantic. And that's what I see. So it's just like, look, like happiness, there's reasons to celebrate this month or in the next week or two. Like there's just things that like make you happy. You could be going out for Valentine's Day, maybe Galentine's Day, and then you meet the love of your life. Or maybe this is a soulmate, right, who reaches out for Valentine's Day, you know. Valentine's Day, even though it's like a Hallmark, you know, human holiday, whatever, because of the stigma around it every year, the vibration and frequency of love around Earth raises, because everyone, even if you freaking most of the year you're in a karmic connection, and even if you can't fucking stand your partner, you know, when Valentine's Day rolls around, you kind of like carpet sweep like you usually do. You just shove it all aside and you go, you know what, today's Valentine's, you know, I want to, you know, we'll just be cordial and nice. Here's some chocolate and flowers. Happy Valentine. It's like that. You know what I mean? Like even that, people like put shit aside to like raise the vibration of love a little bit. You know what I mean? And then they go back to hating each other the next day or whatever. My point is that love is in the air. Love is in the air. Okay. So we're already feeling that. And then the closer we move to like mid-February around Valentine's, it's going to like, you'll feel it. It'll ramp up. You know what I mean? So I feel someone can use that as maybe an excuse to reach out and communicate, you know. There's adventure here, Aquarius. This is like new beginning, kindred spirit adventure, but it's also like following passion. It's feeling like excitement. It's feeling just like fired up, you know what I mean? In a very innocent type of way too, you know. It's very, it is that, it's, you know what I mean? So, and I feel like this masculine, whoever this masculine energy is too, this is a message, you know what I mean? So there's some kind of fiery message. And look at the cardinals, they're identical, mirroring, you know what I mean? So confirmation there. Also loved ones in spirit are all around you right now. They're trying to get you guys together, but definitely with you, you know what I mean? I'm getting a grandmother, a grandfather, and a mother. Okay, so, you know, I know that's like gonna be for a lot of people. I mean, we all have grandparents, right? And you know what I mean? But you'll know, it'll be, you'll know, right? It'll be special for you when I say that. So anyways, I'm leaving it here. I like went way over time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end with a message from your angels. Okay. We're going to see just what they want to say to you in this moment. If you guys want to connect with me, you want to work with me one-on-one, all of my, reading options and spiritual services are all in the description box below. Because I do like general psychic mediumship readings. I offer a 20-minute vent sesh. I'm a past life Akashic reader and guide. I do goddess channeling sessions with Isis, Mary Magdalene, and any other like spirit guides or deities or goddesses that like you feel called to or connected to or that want to come through for you. And then also intuitive energy, quantum healing sessions, where I tune into your different, you know, your physical, mental, emotional bodies, and then your astral bodies. Basically, I tune in and I see what's going on, the stuff that we can't see with the naked eye. You know what I mean? So anyways, there's that. And then look at the card that came out is surrender. I don't know, like the color of this card, I don't know, but I'm seeing it like as a nail polish color or a lipstick color. So maybe you're wearing a nail polish color like this, or maybe like you start to feel just kind of more drawn to more like soft earthy tones, or like, I don't know why it's coming through, like a dusty rose, pinkish mauve-y lipstick. Okay, I don't know, especially if you have features like me where you have like all of these skin, brown eyes, brown hair, like this kind of lip color is so pretty. Or if you have like green eyes with this kind of lip color, so pretty. I used to be a makeup artist for MAC Cosmetics for like 12 years. Well, I was actually a manager, but makeup artist. So anyway, so surrender. So I feel like that's what this person is doing. Like this card, this High Priestess card in this deck, it always reminds me of like surrender, and just like, it reminds me of like the Fool card, like where she's just like, I'm free falling, I'm trusting, I'm taking a leap. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is a part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all of the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all that is, all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. So this is very specific in this moment, you guys. Aquarius, you guys are the humanitarians. You know what I mean? Like, you're very connected in that way to humanity, to earth, like, right? Righteousness, you know, like all these things, you know, and it's like that rebel attitude. But Spirit is being very clear where they're like, you got to surrender the negativity, the density, right? Like if you're walking around on earth and you're still coming from a place of separation and like duality consciousness instead of like unity consciousness, meaning like, you know, you're still clinging to economic status, material matrix realm, you know, you're still clinging, you know, or there's judgments being cast or control around religion, culture, race, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Like for me, like, you know what I mean? I see all of us humans as one. I see us all as equal. I absolutely love and honor culture, but I don't see race. I don't, like, you know what I mean? I see us all as one. I see our hearts. I see us on a soul level. You know, I see through the matrix. It's like that, right? So I'm not saying like see like me, but what I'm saying is like that's when we see through the illusion, we truly see through the illusion, and that's that. You know what I mean? So anyways, so that might be a message for some of you guys. Clearly, Spirit's like surrender. I also feel like this is a message of like letting you know, like this, whoever this is, there's a lot of surrender on both your ends. We'll just say that. Okay. Whew. So anyways, I love you guys. Happy birthday, mi amors. Happy, beautiful birthday season. I hope that all of your birthday wishes, all of your dreams and prayers and everything come true. And I just thank you for being here. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you again soon.